We taught the children. The children grew up, and the naysayers are dead. Nanny state. The UK Parliament was debating the concept of seatbelts. Seatbelts, as you probably know, Josh, were invented in Australia in 1968. Now, why did Australia invent seatbelts? Know that it was going to save lives? Hadn't been done. How would they know? They didn't. But it seemed like a good public health thing to do. And so they mandated all Australian cars had to be outfitted with seatbelts in 1968. And then it started migrating around the world. And in the 1970s, Lord Balfour basically said this whole concept of seatbelts is the nanny state because, government shouldn't tell people what to do. That was the start of the term. By 1979, U.S. Congress voted on it. They mandated that all vehicles built in America would have to be equipped with seatbelts. Did seatbelts save lives after that? No, because there was no mandate to wear them. So they were in the cars, but nobody wore them. It wasn't until Mothers Against Drunk Driving started petitioning each state house in every state in the United States throughout the mid-'80s into the early '90s that all states passed mandates that you had to wear your seatbelt. Click it or ticket was what they called it. Okay? And so now, do seatbelts save lives? Yes. And can you imagine a car without a seatbelt? No. And if you pull out of your driveway and you haven't clicked your seatbelt, your kids will scream at you. So how did we go from nanny state to your kids screaming at you in 30 years? It's very simple. We taught the children. The children grew up and they voted, and the naysayers are dead. That's how a generational tectonic shift occurs.